So at the moment I'm an F2 on my academic rotation, so a lot of that is to do is doing projects that involves patient data and using patient case notes. So I mainly use the library for the trust computers that are here, because this is pretty much the only place in the trust other than on the wards that you can get access to the trust computers, and you can get access to patient records through EDMS. So it's just a nice quiet spot to do those projects.
I've used the books, the journals. I've also got literature searches done for me. I just find it a fantastic facility right on our doorstep.
So I use the library to come up and do some work when I'm not on the wards. The space is really nice. So there's loads of free tables, computers are really good. So I have an Edge Hill log on so I can access the internet, and it's just a nice place to come and work.
I find it fantastic to come over to the library to benchmark what other organisations are doing, but also to be able to gain some evidence-based insight about what works. And being able to use the literature and the support from the library has enabled me to ensure that those projects deliver the maximum impact for our patients and for our staff.
The service I used in the library helped me a lot to carry out my work, which is research.
When I came to the library, one of the library assistants took me to one of the terminals, sat me down and literally took me through a step-by-step process of how to complete a literature search, which I didn't have the necessary skills and knowledge of at the time, so it was very useful.
We're all really time short, so we've got fantastic use. We can utilise the skills of the staff in the library who can support us to do those literature searches. So being able to speed that up and have someone know the best places to go actually just makes it easier to get on with doing the doing and making those improvements.
I was able to produce more accurate references, more up-to-date references, and also find articles and books that I just didn't know existed, which I wouldn't have found if I'd tried to stumble my own way through the literature search process.
So being able to use some of the information that I've had from those literature searches to support me in my thinking and the thinking of our improvement groups ensures that ultimately the improvements that we make have the biggest impact on our patients.
I would recommend this library to the students. One, because they've said the space is so nice, people are quiet, the computer's really good access, and they've got really good medical books down the end, which is nice when at uni. It's very difficult to get books out, so here they've got more available.
So I'd recommend it to anyone in the trust really who needs access to the trust computers. They're not going to get distracted by what's going on the wards and other staff asking them to help out.
I would recommend the service to both researchers and clinicians.
I would recommend the library service to everyone. We can all learn, we can all improve our knowledge and our skills, and even if you're not completing an academic piece of work, if you find yourself lacking knowledge in any subject or area, it's so easy to come along and then find the extended knowledge to reinforce what you might have already had and improve upon what you already had as well. So it's the case of you gain and your patients gain as well.
I constantly recommend the library service to colleagues that I work with. So I also deliver training around capacity building and capability, or EQUIS training here at Aintree. And as part of that training, I'm always signposting people to the library because it's a great place to come if you need some headspace, you need somewhere quiet to work, but just being immersed in learning and literature can only be beneficial for moving things forward for our patients.